Hey everybody, monthly year to you, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. Throughout the adventure, we've been exploring Termina, and seeing to it that this place doesn't meet a terrible fate. In today's episode, it's time to end it all. There's one more child left. Everyone has gone away, haven't they? Will you play with me? You don't have any masks left to share, do you? Well, let's do something else. Let's play good guys against bad guys. Let's play that. And we get the final mask in the game, the Fierce Deity mask. Could this mask's dark powers be as bad as Majora? Tremendous powers emanating from within. You played with all four of the children on the moon. The kid with the Majora's Mask gave you the Fierce Deity's mask as thanks. How are you ready? You're the bad guy. And when you're bad, you just run. That's fine, right? Well, shall we play? It's time to face the cause of all the despair in Termina, Majora's Mask. Remember your battles. When a fight is too tough head on, you'll always have luck approaching the situation from a different angle. So, this is Majora's Mask. I'm going to equip my light arrows for this because I feel unnecessarily epic. What we want to do during this first phase of the fight, use the arrows to make sure you don't do that. Let's try that again. Use the light arrows to attack the back of the Majora's Mask, and then attack with your super amazing powers of Stabby. I'm thinking I might equip the Great Fairy Sword for this, so let's try that real quick. It's not like we're using bomb trees for this battle or anything like that. Alright. Same strategy as before. Wait for him to do that attack. Alright, it's getting a little bit hard to do aim. So, basically the same strategy is going to apply throughout the entirety of this first phase, where you want to wait for an opening to appear, to show itself, and then once he stops doing that attack, that's not a good time to use that, okay. Once his back is exposed, you'll be able to shoot an arrow at it. So, the jars in the surrounding area, they will contain arrows if you need them, which is always greatly appreciated. So just keep that in mind. Owie! Owie! Rude. Can you stop doing that attack so I can shoot you, please? I'm asking that. Oh my goodness! Will you ever stop doing that? Where are you? Get back over here. You're still going! Oh my goodness! And of course we missed the opportunity. Why wouldn't we? Okay, completely honest, I'm not a big fan of this first phase of the battle because this attack goes on forever, and it kind of seems like it never leaves you a chance to attack. There we go! There we go, that's all I want for Christmas. After Majora's Mask takes enough damage, the remains of the other monsters will join in the fight. Ow! I couldn't even see that! Okay, so you want to use 2 arrows against these things. I would be concerned about using magic, but we have Chateau Armani equipped, so we're not going to run out of magic during this fight. Although I am concerned about our possibility of running out of arrows, because that might be potentially problematic. It's always going to take 2 arrows to defeat these things, no matter which type of arrow you're using. So just keep that in mind. So, that mask that we got, the Fierce Deity mask, this is incredibly powerful. But I'm going to wait to save it for a little bit longer, because I want to see how far I can get into this fight without needing it. Now, we could get through the entire battle without the Fierce Deity Mask, and I'm going to try to do that, but there will come to a point where I am going to run out of arrows. I just know it's going to happen, because it always happens every single time I play through this game. So, if that happens, then we'll use Fierce Deity Mask, but my current mindset is that we're going to save using that for a bonus video, where we'll be talking about miscellaneous topics that didn't necessarily fit in anywhere else during the Let's Play. Alright, so I gotta say, the tendrils on the back of the mask, that's probably one of the most impressive things visually in this game. And that might seem a little silly, but keep in mind, this was originally a Nintendo 64 game, and those tendrils moved around just as smoothly on that version. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. Make sure you don't have your Great Fairy Mask turned on whenever that appears. Oh, we defeat the first phase. You finished this game, didn't we? No, we didn't. Majora's Incarnation. So, this... He's moonwalking! Alright, so... This part of the battle is supposed to represent the Skull Kid part of this character. He's kind of moving around all impish-like and kind of childlike, similar to Skull Kid. So what we want to do is not that, owie. Alright, so, yeah, you definitely want to be careful because this can get ugly very fast. Alright, taking care of that. Goron, let's go over here. Finish him off with a Great Fairy Sword. And stabby, 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 stabby! So, one thing I can advise you on is it might be a good idea to use Goron Link during this phase because he has the best shield out of everybody. Alright. Take care of you. This isn't going to do much against those electrical ball things. I just feel like using that because it's helpful. Whenever he's moving around like that, he's going to be too fast for you to use your arrows against. Only when he's moonwalking or doing that one Moscow dance thing. Only when that's happening will you be able to be vulnerable. Or this too, I guess that works as well. Alright. Come on. I have a light arrow right here. It's got your face on it. Probably didn't need to use the Goron roll right there. And next phase is defeated. Majora's Wrath. The Incarnation was based off Skull Kid. This is based off the monster itself. This is going to be a brutal battle because those whips are very dangerous. He has an attack where he'll be able to trap you in a whip and will be able to throw you around, stuff like that. When that happens, I recommend you have Zora Link equipped because your electric shield will be able to deal damage while you're stunned in that phase. Same strategy as before applies here as well. Use the light arrows to weaken Majora's Incarnation, or Majora's Wrath, or whatever one this is. I can't remember names apparently. We almost got damaged right there. That would have been potentially problematic. Alright. Okay, no, okay. So, during that attack right there, if we had Zora Link equipped, then we could have used the electric shield to damage Majora. While we go through this area, there's a little trivia fact I'd like to talk about. Will you stop attacking me? Stop it! Wow, that was brutal! Now, what I was trying to say was that a bit of a fun fact about this version of the game, the kids that were wandering around the tree outside, the ones that wanted the mask, on the Nintendo 3DS version, they added the mask salesman's head on those children. So if you remove those masks in half the game, it's the same face as the mask salesman. This was not the case on the Nintendo 64 version. Alright, that's the strategy that I was trying to demonstrate a moment ago. And we were too slow for that. You were too slow. Alright, we're doing pretty well. We are running low on arrows, so we do need to be careful. Thankfully, there are jars around the area that will help us if we get... Oh, no, those things. Okay. I always have a hard time keeping track of those things because there's just so much to concentrate. I believe they only circle the exterior of the arena. Might be wrong about that, though. It's been a while since I've actually seen it attack. Okay. Let's do this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! We did it! Without the Fierce Deity mask. Okay, complete honesty, that's the first time I've ever done this without the Fierce Deity mask. But we did it. Termina is saved. He's awake. You guys, you hadn't forgotten about me? You still thought of me as a friend. Did you save me? I thought they didn't want to be friends with me. But they hadn't forgotten about me. Friends are a nice thing to have. Could you be my friend too? You have the same smell as the fairy kid who taught me that song in the woods. I know. Let's do something. How? So the evil has left the mask after all. Well now, I finally have it back. Since I am in the midst of my travels, I must bid you farewell. Shouldn't you be returning home as well? Whenever there is a meeting, a parting is sure to follow. However, that parting need not last forever. Whether a parting be forever or merely for a short time, that is up to you. With that, please excuse me. But, you sir have managed to make quite a number of people happy. The masks that you have are filled with happiness. This is truly a good happiness. Well, both of us have gotten what we were after, so this is where you and I part ways, isn't it? You know, it was kind of fun. Well, it's almost time for the carnival to begin. So why don't you just leave and go about your business? The rest of us have a carnival to go to. And that was Lady Gertie's Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. It honestly feels really weird to be at the end of this game already. Even though this took a couple of months, it really does feel like we just started this yesterday. And it feels even more weird considering the fact that we've Let's Played this game before. So, yeah, I'm really satisfied with how this Let's Play turned out, even if there were points which drove me crazy, like the fact that they changed the Zora swimming controls when they didn't need to, and it drives me crazy every single time that I play this game. But, yeah, I absolutely love Majora's Mask. Currently, it is my third favorite Zelda game. It used to be my second before Breath of the Wild became a thing, but I absolutely adore Majora's Mask. And I was really happy that this game did eventually get a 3DS remake. There were a lot of people hoping that would happen someday. And even if there are a few things here and there which do drive me crazy about this version, I'm still happy that I am able to play this game with me whenever I take my 3DS around. Hopefully this game can get a Switch version though, so that we can have the original version anywhere. So, as for the future of this channel, we're not quite done with Majora's Mask yet. This video is the finale, but there will be a bonus episode a little bit later down the line. And don't worry, this won't be a Wind Waker situation where it takes us a couple years to do the bonus episode. Majora's Mask's bonus episode will focus on the Fierce Deity Mask. We're going to be rematching all the bosses across a Termina to show off the Fierce Deity Mask. But we're also going to be showing off some miscellaneous things that we never really got the chance to talk about during the Let's Play. The biggest thing we'll be talking about will be the fishing holes. We're not going to be doing those 100%, but I am going to show them off because we never actually did that during the main series. And speaking of bonus episodes, that Wind Waker video, we need to talk about that. I am very close to finishing the Wind Waker bonus episode where we show off the Nintendo Gallery. I'm hoping to have that finished by 2020. I'm not quite sure if it's going to happen though, because there's still a lot of things I need to take care of with that video, and it's just making other Let's Plays as a bit of a higher priority. But hopefully we'll be able to take care of that soon. I do apologize for that video taking a long time. As for other Let's Plays, Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion is going to continue for quite a while longer. We're not going to be starting a new Let's Play or anything like that to finish around the same time as that game though. But we will be starting the Tomb Raider Trilogy bonus episodes. They're going to be, I'm thinking around 6 or 8 or something like that. We're going to have 2 for Legend, 2 for Anniversary. I'm not quite sure how many for Underworld yet. So, there's a few things I would like to discuss before we go over the overall thoughts on the project. First of all, the credit sequence will actually change depending on how much of the game you've completed. So, The interesting thing about Majora's Mask is, between all the 3D Zelda games, this one is probably the most replayable one. And what I mean by that is that if you're doing like the bare minimum, trying to get through the game quickly on your first playthrough, the credit sequence will actually give you hints on the masks that you missed. So, similar to how the Gospel Stones worked on the moon, how they will give you hints on the masks that you didn't collect or anything like that, the credit sequence will also work that way too. I don't have any plans on demonstrating the alternate version of the credit sequence, because that would require me playing through the entire game again, and I don't feel like doing that right now. But if you want to check it out, I'm sure there's some video out there that you can check out or something like that. I am very satisfied with how this turned out. And I know it's repetitive to say that every single time that I finish one of these things, but Majora's Mask is a very special game to me, and this is just one of my favorite Zelda games of all time, and I'm glad that I finally was able to do this game justice. Because even though I was happy with it at the time that I did the original Majora's Mask Let's Play, looking back on it, there were a lot of things I know that I could improve on if I did it nowadays, which is exactly why I did this Let's Play. And all I could say is I hope you enjoyed it. So that's pretty much everything that I have to say about my thoughts on this project. So hope you enjoy the rest of the credits, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Now that we've taken care of all that, we're going to this video off here. So, thank you all so much for watching this Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. And stay tuned in the channel for some more Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion, as well as the 200 Trilogy bonus episodes, and LP29, where we'll be fighting to save another doomed world just like this one. Thank you all so much for watching this Let's Play, and until next time, leave gear to you. So why don't you just leave and go about your business? The rest of us have a carnival to go to. This is the second time that I've saved your precious clock town, and you're still not inviting me to the carnival? Why can't I go to the carnival?